absolutely sublime.
I didn't actually write it myself.
No, but speaking of writing it yourself, this is the first time in your many visits to the Atlanta Symphony Orchestra that we get to see all three sides of Olli Mustonen, pianist, conductor, and composer. And though you're playing the Beethoven Third Concerto, which we'll talk about in a second, tell us just a little bit about this wonderful tone poem that you've written yourself to start the concert.
It's called the Old Church at Petäjävesi, and this is a church that was built in the 1700 something, and it's an amazing, beautiful church built masterfully out of logs. I mean, you know, at that time, these people, they would go to the forest and they would say, this would be a good tree for the floor, and this would be something for, I mean, you know, it was like instrument building. And they built it, even though nowadays they have all this machinery, you know, computers and everything, and wonderful tools, but they cannot achieve the kind of workmanship that they did at those times. And it's just incredible. And it's also kind of like a synthesis of, it's a Christian church, of course, but at that time, deep in the forests of Finland, I mean, we still have all these ancient beliefs that are in Kalevala, our national ethics. So it's not like a synthesis. I mean, it's the similar kind of wisdom in the ancient Finnish religion that was as then in Christianity or any of the great religions.
So in making this tone poem for orchestra that is an evocation of this beautiful building, its traditions, and also the incredible countryside atmosphere in the middle of a lake, right, basically.
Yeah.
What was your intention? To create something of a narrative or more of an impression of the piece?
Well, it is sort of, I was tremendously inspired by when I was visiting this church, and it was just something so moving, because imagining what a huge sort of effort it must have been to build such a church in such a small community. And I'm sure it's very similar to what you have in this country also, this kind of frontier spirit somehow. You can, I mean, the first movement, it's in 5 movements, my piece, and I entitled the first movement, The Church Builders. And the idea is to capture all this kind of enthusiasm, and, you know, the aroma of sawdust and everything, and cling clang, all these things, and all this incredible amount of craft that these people had, and it's just so moving.
Well, and speaking of an arduous task, by the time that Beethoven wrote the Third Piano Concerto, he was becoming deaf, correct? But this is the last one I think he played in public, or did he play the fourth in public as well? I'm not remembering exactly. But
he played the fourth as well, yes.
But
yes.
the third is regarded as sort of the zenith of his early composing.
It's amazing. It's really
what do you love about the piece?
Well, it will take very long time to talk about it, but let's say one incredible moment, for example, I mean, is in the first, after the cadenza, the timpani comes in and plays the boom, 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 and piano, and the chords in the orchestra change, but the timpani stays. And this is something extremely modern, and how it starts as something in consonant, but then it becomes very dissonant, and even just talking about it, or just thinking about it, makes my back shiver. It's just unbelievable.
But you are also conducting. So what is the challenge of playing the piano, such a virtuosic piece, and also leading the orchestra?
I think it's very natural, and especially with, I mean, I can say that I'm very fortunate to work with such colleagues as my friends at the Atlanta Symphony, with whom I played so many times, and it really works. It's a question of repertoire, of course, and we'll set the piano in a special way without lead, and so the orchestra is kind of surrounding me. And then, of course, there are many passages, like in the beginning, where the piano is not playing at all. So that's just normal conducting in a way. And then other things, it works extremely well.
The Finns and the Russians have always had a very complicated relationship. But Finnish conductors have always had a passion for Russian repertoire, no matter what the political problems have been over the centuries. You're conducting the Prokofiev Symphony No. 5, is arguably his greatest, certainly his most popular symphony after the classical symphony. What is, for someone coming to the piece for the first time, what is something to listen out for as a new listener to this piece?
Well, there's a tremendous amount of joy in his music, I must say. I mean, it has also darkness. It's like all great music. I mean, you know, I would say sometimes in, let's say, contemporary music scene, there is some kind of association that in order for composition or composer to be profound, it must be something very depressive and sad and dark and everything. And I think that's just the kind of, you know, composers can easily pretend to be very profound by being very hopeless and depressive and everything. And the truly great, profound composers, when we speak about Bach or Mozart or Beethoven, there's a tremendous amount of humor in the music. And of course, there's light and darkness and all these wonderful elements of life.
But it ends in a blaze of glory.
Absolutely, and a lot of fun, and a lot of humor, and crazy anarchistic way of using the orchestra. I mean, his orchestration is so fantastic. And one little element, I would say, use of bass drum in Prokofiev, it's quite unique how he uses it quite a lot, and also in connection with some kind of lyrical themes and everything, and it's so personal. It's this personal color, and it is such an amazing piece.
Well, we'll look forward to the polymath, Olli Mustonen, in all three of your guises, and I'll let you get back to practice.
Okay.
Thank you very much, Olli.
Thank you.